Welcome to Breakthrough. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to click the subscribe button followed by the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos.
I want to be wise. I don't want to be a fool. It seems like a very, very just a good statement, really. But I want to be wise. I think all of us could look in the mirror and say, I want to be wise. I want to be the wise one, right? I don't want to be foolish, right? And but that statement sets direction, right? That statement sets direction. I love Proverbs 1 verse 7. It says this very powerful statement. I won't read the whole verse to you, but it says, the fear of the Lord is the foundation, right? The foundation of true knowledge or wisdom. It comes from my respect, my fear of the Lord, right? That's where my foundation is. I think it's really powerful when you think about how it is we build our life. What are we basing our life on? How do we stand up in life and become something different? Maybe it was about 6 months ago, I wrote this kind of a profound little almost poem, and I wanted to recite some of the highlights to you tonight. I really find it relevant in this word called wise, being wise. We often will surround ourselves. I don't know, maybe if you think about this, we surround ourselves with friends, right? And someone wiser than me said that like the 5 or 6 friends that you surround yourself with determine your future. And I think that's powerful when you think about who is around you and where are you at right now in life. And often those people that we surround ourselves with are similar to our likes, our dislikes. Maybe they have similar struggles. And there's often a lot of times in relationships with our friends or those that are close to us that we share, right? We look to our friends for comfort or advice or help in the struggle. But it's those type of friendships, really. If you think about this, if we look to our friends for advice or direction, we're going to start to look just like our friends, right? And so that's why they're our friends usually in the first place, because they're like us, right? And they begin to have influence into my life, and I have influence into their life, and we look alike, right? We don't grow. I think it's also important to think about for a moment that it's important for us to have a mentor, have somebody that has maybe been through some struggles, got some experience in our life. And occasionally, and not always does it happen, we'll find a mentor. But, I say we'll find a mentor because a mentor usually will never search you out. You must always search out a mentor. In other words, you come to a place where I want to grow as a person or in an area. Maybe it's my professional career or in how we speak or how we talk or in this certain area of my life, whatever it is, and we'll search out and find a mentor, okay? And somebody that will take us under their wing and they'll teach us their wisdom, right? We'll trade our inexperience for their experience. We'll look at their experience. But there's a statement that's kind of true. If we look to the past, right, as our reference point, we will often just repeat the past, right? Our experience will repeat. But it's important to know that Jesus, right, is the name that is above every other name. He is there is no other name given under heaven whereby we might be saved. But also, He is a mentor that we must seek out. And I'm going to tell you that Jesus has time for us. And we can trade our identity, right? Our personality trait, our negative thing that might have happened in our past, our worry of today, and our hope for a future. We can trade all of that for a moment to be in the presence of Jesus. And that's where we can gain a new identity, right? We can gain an identity that will take us to a different level in life. And That's exactly what Jesus is saying. He says, those that listen, right, to what I have to say, will be like a wise person who builds his house upon a rock. And that rock is really the teachings of Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ himself. And it says in verse 25, it says that the rain will come. There's going to be storms that will happen in our life. There will be things that come against us in life. But if we're wise, when the storm comes, we will stand. We will rise above the storm. We will continue to be everything that God has called us to be, because he's moving us. He wants to move us into a different area.